Okay, welcome back. So I have an exciting new development to bring to you. It's the emulator on your phones, on your Androids, or on your iPhones, possibly Windows as well. Okay, you'll find this. Let's go searching for it on the App Store. You'll find it by keying in NCalc, NCalc, and then going with Scientific Calculator, and then taking great care here, avoiding anything except what visually matches this one here. Okay, now let's compare it. So this is a live emulator simulation for the Casio X. I got X here, I got NCalc here, and I got Plus here. As a general rule, senior cycle students will be using this, junior cycle students will be using this, and I'm hoping everybody will be using this. In order to always have your calculator with you, in order to be able to do maths whenever you want, without limitations. So let's do a calculation just while we're in here. I'm going to look at we're just going to look at a little bit of remind ourselves of some maths by looking in maths formulas. Let's go into geometry. Let's take something pretty difficult like the cosine rule or something, if we can find it. Probably not in. Okay, well that's the curved surface area of a cone. Back out of that, we'll go to trigonometry if I want the sine rule. So it's a pretty good replacement for your tables, with direction from your maths teacher just as to what you might want to be paying attention to and what you might want to be ignoring. But you'll have everything up to honours leaving cert maths here that you'll need. There's a sine rule and a cosine rule as well. Sides and angles of a plane triangle. Okay, and you always learn, even I'm learning new language all the time, just another way of putting it that's quite valid mathematically. I would have said of a general triangle, they're talking here about a plane triangle. Okay, so let's say we want to calculate a side length. And let's just keep this simple. Let's take this to be 4, actually we'll get an angle with 4, 5 and 6 as the sides. We'll calculate an angle using the cosine rule on the two left hand side, on the middle and left hand side calculators. Okay, so, and we'll get the biggest, so it'll be opposite 6. So we'll do shift inverse cosine, fraction bar, 4 squared plus 5, excuse me, 5 squared minus 6 squared. Okay, and downstairs we need to go 2 times 4 times 5. 6 doesn't appear downstairs at all, it's the odd one out. Okay, now that's having rearranged the cosine formula so that the largest angle is the subject of the formula. We get the answer then. It's 82 degrees. We're in degrees. Okay, now let's see how that works out on your phone. Similar to holding a calculator, your calculator in your hand. So we'll clear. I'm just going to quickly change the skin so that it exactly matches. Pretty much exactly matches anyway what you're used to having in your hand. Now I've made the fonts very large. That's just to do with my own eyesight. But you can bring the font size down so that these things like here, the random, the random number between 0 and 1, and the general random number between 2 designated numbers, so that these don't overlap. You can change the font size. So that's not a big deal. Let's get down to business here with calculation. So to get inverse cosine, it's in the exact same relative location. Much easier to read on this new calculator, I would argue. And of course, I'm clicking away here on my screen, which is nonsense because I have to do it on my phone. Shift cosine. Okay, I bring my a over b, which looks artificially slightly different, but it's the exact same. Instead of using place value boxes, it uses dummy variables a and b. So here we go. We're going to go with 4 squared plus 5 squared minus 6 squared, and for all intents purposes, this is the exact same as what I've just done. 2, as you know, we'll favor using the multiplication symbol as much as possible, because instead of figuring out when can you use it, when do you have to use it, or when can you afford to leave it out, it's simplest just to put it in all the time and not to be frustrated. Close our bracket, because it's quite a complex expression. The calculator would probably give you an error otherwise, and you have the answer already. I don't even have to say, because it's calculating it on the fly. Okay, you see they match. Let's just explore one more feature on top of this. So say you wanted to fix this to 3 figures. On the right hand side on the emulator, sorry, that was a mistake. Shift, setup, we go to number format 3 and fix to 3 decimal places, and then to SD, and we have it to 3 decimal places, which saves you possibly making an error in your rounding. Over here, I want to explore 2 things. I can see up here I'll be able to probably go to change the fix value, which we're going to look at in a moment. But right now I'm going to look at see does it work in the exact same manner as well. Again, I'm on my phone. It brings up a lot of options, and I have a feeling I want to go in here to this engineer one and come down here to fix, where it's changing to 3, and I just want to turn that on, which is here. Okay, come back out. Again, I might need SD. No, that didn't work out very nicely. And, whoa, and I cleared it. Well, I'm going to pull the video. I'm going to call the video here. Maths is full of, the real life maths is full of the sort of anomalies and errors and false starts that of course life is all about. So I'm not going to make a new video. I could keep exploring there, but I'd set that as a project for you once you've loaded it. Take it no matter what. Get this thing no matter what. It's free for 3 days. Subsequently, it's going to cost you €3.60, I think it is. That is it 10 days? Basically, it isn't even, and that's a lifelong membership or license. So you're never going to lose it. It's going to follow you around for the rest of your life. You are going to lose your calculator. You're going to stop using it for a few years. It's going to disappear. Okay, this will keep it for life. So definitely get it. Thank you.